Hi, I'm Dan Beardsmore and I know I spend majority of my time behind the camera for Service UK. I thought it would be interesting to show you my Sika stag hunt. We're back with our first episode for 2023. And once again, we're chasing Sika stags north of the Highlands in Sutherland, Scotland. What with the usual torrent of bad weather and challenging terrain that Scotland has to throw at you, we're out searching for my first suitable stag.
Well, good morning and welcome to sunny Scotland. It's middle of October and we're up here with my mate Nathan, and we're hopefully going to try and film and hunt Japanese Sika deer that have been here for what, 1860s?
About 100 years, yeah.
100 years, yeah, so that's our intention. The weather is forecast as very bad rain, but apparently that's what the Sika like. So we're in a big block of Sitka spruce, a big commercial block, and there's way too many deer. Part of Nathan's job is to keep the numbers down, and we're going to try and help him with that. So Dan's first out with the gun, so see what we can do.
Fingers crossed that we come across the elusive beast.
A long old drive yesterday, so we're a little bit tired, but it's actually not raining at the moment, so again, let's hope it stays like this. See all the browse from the Sika here. Be a really good place for a high seat just here. Oh, there is one. Nathan just spotted this stag on the backside of one, and he's just walked into the block on our right, and so we just set ourselves up. We're just doing a little bit of calling now. Wind's perfect for us. It's very windy, as you can probably hear. If he's walked up into that block, whether he can hear our call I don't know, but he didn't come back out, but it's exciting.
I find this kind of hunting, stalk, stop, call and wait, it's very similar to that of the roebucks in the summer. Yet, here we are standing amongst the Sitka spruce, looking down long, open, boggy rides in the driving wind and cold, far from a nice summer's evening.
We're just coming down this ride. It's fantastic. There's wallows and scrapes, and you can see here where the stag's been thrashing around this morning. There's sticking their antlers in the ground aggressively and flicking them out. It's we haven't seen the beastie yet, but it's exciting.
I know my dad spent many a winter chasing Sika and Kintyre, but for me it was the last of the 6 UK deer species that was actually yet to hunt. And what a challenge it was.
It's all gone.
Got a call there, but the wind's.
You're not feeling it, though. You're not feeling it.
No. You know, you just know, you get that feeling.
Yeah.
The sites we've been calling from are areas of woodland block where our guide Nathan has seen activity previously. Where we've clearly walked into a site, it's obvious that stag is present due to the wallows and signs of thrashing and fraying on the ground around us.
So what we got here, Nathan?
A ball score quite unique to Sika.
Bowl scoring.
Right up there.
And do they do that with their antlers?
Yeah, with their antlers.
They bark strip as well, don't they?
Yeah.
And as you can see, that tree's
Big deep gouges in the middle.
is dead.
So it's on its
So-
way out.
So have a look there.
Just got hands covered in sand.
Bowl scoring.
Sika stags are known for what's called bowl scoring, a characteristic of raking bark and gouging the ground with their antlers, causing extensive damage to trees and the ground around them. It's important to know that Sika are notoriously difficult to store due to them being so elusive, like shadows in the night. They can be active throughout a 24-hour period, but usually are more active during the night.
We've found a nice place here. The wind coming down the ride to us. Got all this block in front of us. Got really good trade in the middle of this grass ride. We found some scrapes. It just looks perfect. So Nathan wants to have a cull from here, so just setting down up. And the weather's just been pouring with rain, but it's just stopped, so that's nice. You can actually see some blue sky ahead, so beautiful up here. It's so wild and barren and just nobody up here at all. Only nothing, just the wind, the occasional bird or perhaps a raven flying over. But, we haven't even heard any Sika whistling yet this afternoon, but we did see one as we came into the forest briefly. Hind, and she ran straight in. Anyway, we're getting ourselves set up and better get out of the way. we're fresh and we're back in the forest, and we're hopefully going to try and get down one. So we've got an hour and a half before it's dark. You can see it's quite overcast already. So we're in a totally different block, a totally different environment, and oh, what a beautiful forest this is, mate.
Yeah, totally different to the other one.
Yeah, the other one was like very commercial, in a nice way, very commercial forestry, big blocks of Sitka spruce, rides, and this is like little boggy areas, little open clearings. It's got Douglas, it's got Sitka, Sitka. It's got Sitka. It's got Sika and Sitka.
Maybe.
And as we came up, there was some silver birch. It's just lovely and more. I don't know. It's just got a really nice feel about it. And some of these trees in here, like ones behind us, are like really old and probably been out on the hill way before the forest was planted. So, well, without much more to do, let's go for it.
Let's do it.
Let's do our best. So, come with us and see what we do. What are you thinking, Nathan? Go further down. There's a big wall there. Yeah. It's a lovely spot here, isn't it? I know we're quite high up, but it's a lovely spot.
We're back out. Day 3, morning 3. Last night was really exciting. We finally had a response from our calling all week. It's kind of been flat really, the rut here. Sika have not been moving that much, but we finally had a response on the call, and for me it was the first time ever hearing a Sika stag whistle. It was incredible. So we're back out this morning, hopeful again to try and get that Sika stag. I'm going to go back to the same area and try and call him back out, and hopefully we'll get to see him. So come join us.
What's happened?
We just walked in, so we'll just go to that corner.
Yeah.
Just pop out again, I thought.
Awesome. Straight here and straight into the action. Brilliant. Seem a lot more active today. We've already heard a couple of whistles as we've come in. Straight away. After 3 days of hardly seeing anything and really having to put a shift in, just seems like the rut's kicking off. Sorry about the wobbly camera, this is Dan's job normally, but...
Oh, that was him, yeah. Sorry, I'm looking further up. Yeah, that's him there. You see how he is?
It's his arse end sticking out.
No, that's his front end. That's his antlers.
Is it?
Yeah.
When you look on your screen, you'll see...
He's got one leg. You see how he's like...
Is he looking at us?
Yeah.
Was he?
But like... Because he's lowed out, he's looking out that way.
Oh, I'm looking at his arse, aren't I? I thought I'm looking at his arse. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I didn't want to risk a shot of that.
Right, go. Nath, what's your opinion?
I don't think he's going to come out.
No.
It's 2 minutes too late.
I think he clocked us, didn't he?
I don't think he did. No, I didn't.
No?
No.
No.
I think he was just crossing over and just...
Problem
3
is...
minutes earlier we would have had him. Just saying to Nathan, it's so mild here. It's just...
Yeah, well, I've just had midges. Wee midges. Wee bitey things.
Very fleeting chance. But he was front on. For me, I just wasn't going to simply just wing a shot out.
Yeah.
Very split-second window.
I know. I'd have shot him, of course, but, you know, you two messing around. It'd have took me a couple of shots, but Ha ha ha. Hashtag banter. Right, what's the cunning plan?
We'll just go up with a burn, and then we might get lucky, we might have gone right through.
Yeah.
Onto the other side, then
Let's
we'll
hope
do the
it is.
original plan, go out the far side.
God, it's a bit of excitement straight away. That was good, wasn't it?
We'll give one up.
Let's go and find him then.
And that would have been a nice drag back to the car.
This is where he's been thrashing the floor with his antlers. It's scraping over there. And marking and fraying his territory just there, look. That's the stag we've just seen. We're right on the edge of his bedroom. Very nice. Very exciting. Oh, hang on. Yeah. That's the third wallow we've passed. Incredible. We've come out of the forestry now and we're up onto the edge of the hill to see if anything's out here. You can see the renewable energy from the wind turbines. See that tree? Looks really nice. Maybe see it behind some trees. See it?
see a black silhouette, but you can't. So much foliage in the way. Let me just use a tree for reference. I can't see my eyes. Oh, I can see him. Yeah, I'm just. I can see him looking at me in my eyes. Hey, you can see him. I can just be higher. It's too low. There we go. I can see his body. Film this with you. No, I don't want to. Yeah, man. I think I done. Okay.
Good shot, Dan. Good shot. Good shot, Dan. He's away. Oh, that's strong, them guys. I know he's over again. Yeah. Well, awesome. He's over again.
He's over.
I'm kicking away.
Yeah, I see him. I'm watching him.
Awesome, mate. Good dog. Well done, team.
Holy moly.
Just to give you an idea how far it is. Oh, flipping heck. It was awesome. It was awesome, really, because we saw him about an hour and we've been stalking around it one block. Mate. Well done. Well done, team. Just to give you an idea how far it is. Oh, flipping heck, that was awesome. And it was awesome really because we saw him about an hour ago and we've been stalking around this one block that comes out onto the hill, and everywhere we went there was wallow, there was fraying, there was bowl scoring. It was really his patch. And they've said, look, he might have gone out up onto the hill, he may have just gone in to lie down or whatever. And we came in and the wind's really in our favour, as you can see by the wind turbines behind us, so the wind's coming straight this way. And snuck over this little hill, and there in the thermal, thank God for flipping infrared thermals, quick plug, found him, got ourselves set up, but there was a tree right in the way. So Dan was to my right, I'm filming in the centre, he sneaks round to my left, just giving me enough on the shoulder, and he's just socked it good as gold. Hornady, precision hunter, 178 grain, ELDX. What a bullet, flipping heck. And we're taking this one home to eat, I can tell you so. Oh, fantastic. That's Boxing Day snap, that is. Well done, son. Well, I had a great one yesterday, but this is, I would say, slightly bigger. So, brilliant. Oh, we can go and have a whiskey for breakfast. Nate, well done, you're a legend. He's a legend. This guy has tried so blinking hard for 3 days. He's whistled, he's tooted, he's gruffed, he's puffed, he's done everything for us. And it's been a masterclass of calling, but that's only any good if it's a rut's in full swing. And it wasn't, and it isn't. And last night we got really encouraged with this block we're in because we had loads of whistling. And we got a response to the call. And right at last night, this stag come within 100 metres of us, but it still wouldn't come out, and we lost the light. And so we're out this morning, and we found a stag, and we've bloody hunted this one stag. It's great, you know what I mean? We haven't bumped into him. We found him. We found where he is. We've found his patch. I say it's just. We'll show you on the footage. There's wallers. There's 3 wallers within 100 metres of each other, and. Fraying, scraping of the ground, flipping it. This is got to be one of my favourite deer to hunt, and it's a long time since I've hunted these deer. So 6 or 7 years, and I had a big block for 23 years in Kintyre. It was a lovely place to go with a group of lads, and we lost it, sold the forest, same old story. And yeah, fantastic. So we're just giving it a minute, even though we can see he's down, and we'll go in and show you the stag that our Dan's shot. So great for Dan. Well done, Dan. Got the same DNA, you see, got the same DNA. Anyway, wonderful.
Oh God! As soon as I saw you tense up and go into stealth mode, I was like, oh no, here we go. Here we go. It's on now. And then I looked into the thermal, I was like, holy moly, he's close. Oh my life. Hey, stone dead. Wow, incredible.
Well done, Dan.
Well done, Dan. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm pretty speechless, Nate. I'm pretty speechless.
That was amazing. So the story here,
incredible.
Dan started on the first day,
body up, look at that,
wind
big
and rain, and it was dreadful. Perfect for Sika, but flipping heck, it was. We couldn't hear any calling, whistling, or whatever. So
what an incredibly tough
I went out
animal.
yesterday morning, and was blessed with a great experience. And then Dan was back out last night for his stag. He had loads last night, but we weren't successful. And then out this morning, and literally, I don't know, 600-700 metres from where we'd parked in the forest, we walked up, heading up the hill into the forest, and to our right we just saw a back end of a stag, this stag we think, and then we spent like a good hour and a half going around this block, looking, finding all where he was, and flipping, but I just sheer hunting, good luck. We managed to find him, and he did see us 100%, and I've just tried to show you the stag's perspective of what he was looking at, and perhaps just couldn't work it out, and he's literally on a rack of his own here. And yeah, anyway, enough of me waffling on. Nath, very pleased with this, mate. I bet you are, aren't you?
Me too.
Hey,
Well done. Well
come on up in the rut, he said, I'll show you how I call stags, and it's been a blooming challenge, to be honest, for him, you know what I mean? It's called us one in last night, but he wouldn't break cover, and yeah, so show us the stag then, guys. Let's have a look at this beauty. Japanese Sika, service Nippon. Oh, I'm as excited as you, Dan. What
Shadow
about
in the
it?
dark.
Shadow in the dark.
Fleeting chance.
I know. Beyond the islands.
And he was face on, wasn't he? And he just didn't really present any chance for me. And well, we were hopeful that we were going to catch up with him. And,
Mini monster, isn't he? That's what he is. Look at him.
incredible.
What a unit.
On the back,
I had a feeling his hinds, if they're going to be out anywhere, they would have been out up here. And
Yeah.
appeared back.
yeah.
So when we arrived and we zeroed with Nathan on his range, I said, where do you want us to shoot these beasts then, Nathan? He says, mate, shoot them on the shoulder. He says they can take a bullet and then go a long way, and we're in some very thicket stage Sitka spruce. We're not in that at the moment, but and Dan's done just what he said.
Shot placement.
Lumped it there. It knocked him off his feet, but he still managed to do
Got back up and
10-15 metres and then crashed over. I say we got it on film, but it's imperative when you're hunting these kind of things you have good bullets, really, really good bullets. Well, we've just set our stag up after a fantastic morning of hunting. We've been here for probably half an hour enjoying the moment, to be honest, haven't we? It's been great and nice for Dan to shoot his first Sika with Nathan. Nathan's been awesome guiding us, and this is probably the end of our hunt for the last 3 days. We've both shot a stag each and had a fantastic time, and these things are so elusive. We were just talking about it off film about it. How do you describe this, where he looks out at you and they just, you know, they're just so wily and elusive and keep out the way, and in the eye to the rut you can call them in, and that's what we were hoping for, but it's so mild here. We've got midges, little insects flying around still, and it's you know, it's middle of October, so we haven't managed to get full rut. We've had incredible experience. We've had to work very hard for what we've had, and again, well done, Dan.
I think the one variable that changed from obviously the start of the hunt was definitely the wind. The wind's dropped off. Those first day the wind was really strong, and I think it
Gale force, it said on my app.
Yeah, it spooked them a bit, and they just weren't moving at all. And it's definitely, over the few days we've been here, they've been, you know, they've come out more and shown themselves more. Now the wind's dropped.
Yeah, temperature as well has dropped slightly as well, so that's maybe helped.
I think it's been very difficult for us to document for our viewers what an incredible species it is, and you know, if you go onto YouTube or search anywhere on the media, there isn't many films on hunting Japanese Sika. So hopefully we can, or Dan can craft something out of what we've got. But you know, we hope to get, you know, a group of hinds out stalking on a, you know, on a ride, feeding on a ride, and be able to share that with you. But you know, everything we've seen is sort of like the backside of one just going in, or literally just crossing a ride and feeding for a few moments. And it isn't till you come into these compartments of forestry and just see where they actually live, you see how it's out the wind. There's different types of fungi, there's varieties of trees. They can live off the bark, you know, they live off the grass and the sedge and everything that's in here, the herbage that's in here. They don't really need to come out, so it's only really on a shifting blocks that you perhaps will catch them crossing the rides. And Nathan's reputation that came to us a few years ago is the fact that he could call them really well, and we kind of booked in with him to try and get, and it's took us a couple of years to get out with him. And poor old Nathan's called like a demon, and he's calling his tip top. But bless him, bar from last night, nothing's really reacted to the call as he'd hoped. So he's been off camera, he's like, oh, I can't believe it. But he's done us proud, mate. And the plan today, once we saw him, was to sort of like hunt this one stag in this little block of forestry he's in, just on the edge of this hill, has worked. And we had one moment, one chance, and he was looking back just for a minute, 2 minutes, and bosh, we got him. So well done.
But I was early this morning when we had a fleeting glimpse of him. We think it's him. I was beating myself up thinking, oh God, I know you were telling me all week you only get a very small window, you've got to take your opportunity when it comes. And I was like, oh no, I just missed it, and that's it. And thankfully, yeah, we came up onto the top, and when we come over that top of that mountain there, it was like, he's here. I could see you straight away get into that stealth mode. And then my heart started pounding. I'm like, oh God, my adrenaline's coming.
And it didn't take you 2 shots?
No.
Yeah. But no. I mean, modern deer stalking, and I know we've discussed this before. I don't care what anybody says or any of the messages I get about non-tradition and everything. The thermal is king. It just gives you that little bit of opportunity, and especially as we're trying to film and share it with you, it's kind of, we need that time to be able to find it in the, you know, at first and last light. The thermal is king, and the infrared units we've been using have been excellent.
Yeah, but I mean, for me personally, behind the rifle, through the thermal I could see a huge white spot, and I was like, I know he's there. What was perfect for me was that I could use the thermal to reference point the black trees.
Yeah.
So I was using that as a reference point, then going back into my scope to go, right, that's the tree.
Yeah.
Follow that down, and then I could see, obviously we're so used to seeing a reddish animal, reddish beast.
but all I could see through the trees was just this darkness. So I was like, is that a shadow? Is that just a bit of foliage that's dark? So it was like, is that the animal? So I had to kind of double check it, and you were like, yeah, that's the body, and
Yeah, did a great job.
took my shot, and yeah, he didn't go far, did he?
No,
So-
well, I think we have something to say about the ammunition as well. So we unashamedly we're using lead. Not there's anything wrong with non-lead, but we were using the Precision Hunter, which is I generally use on my red deer and perhaps wild boar when I'm abroad. And yeah, so we brought that out. It's 308 round we were using, and these are tough beasts. And it took the bullet, dropped it, let out a bit of a scream. Actually, it was a bit of a blood-curdling scream, and then got up and did another 10 yards, and then he was spent. So he was dispatched very quickly and very humanely. So well done, Dan.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Nathan.
Yeah.
Really, really, truly appreciate it. I was when we walked up to it, I was pretty speechless. You know,
Yeah.
it's,
I know. You've had to put a shift in for him, haven't you?
yeah, and finally my my 6th species.
Yeah.
So
And if you love what we do, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and follow us on YouTube.
see that.